start off straight punch. So remember, I'm not turning and coming this way. So in other words, I'm not coming on this line. I'm not turning and punching this way, turning and punching this way. I'm punching on that north-south line. So when my hip turns, and this is very important, this is the most important thing to learn from this. The hip is there, and then the punch comes from the hip. If I punch and then the hip comes, it's not as powerful as if the hip shoots the punch. If I go punch and follow with the hip, it's not as powerful as hip punch. Hip punch. So I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but my hip is there. Once my hip is there, the punch comes. So for example, you can see this bag, right? Yep. People do this and turn. As opposed to, let me hear the difference in that. Right, come here, punch and let the hips follow. It's okay, I get a little bit of penetration. But when it's hip and then the punch follows the hip, the only thing you'll notice is that I am relaxed until I hit. In fact, with my hands, well, I don't want to be like this. I'm like this, and as I punch, I close. When we do kickboxing, we do the Sanshou and we have our inner gloves, people at first will clench the gloves. If you stay clenched the whole time, you'll get super tired. And, it's like trying to lift without, taking a rest. Eventually, you'll just burn out. I'm here, and then either when I'm blocking or I'm punching, then my hands are closed. And when I'm hitting, by closing, it's like the snapping the towel kind of thing, right? In other words, here, that's my closed fist, right? See, as the fist closes, it adds impact, and it's shocking force. In other words, and again, I'm not thinking about hitting this, the front of the neck, like stop here. I'm thinking about the force going out the back of the neck. So when I hit it, and I concuss, it'll actually travel through. People don't realize this, right? But getting hit with a baseball, getting hit with a softball, you guys know which one's more dangerous? Softball because it's bigger? No, because it's actually not as tightly wound as a baseball. People think, well, baseball is super hard, right? That's why they call it a softball, because it's a little bigger, it's a little fluffier, right? But it's solid. It hits you and it hits you. And it's done. It hurts like hell. Don't get me wrong, right? You just saw somebody yank in the face with a baseball, right? And then take them out of the game. But people die when they get hit in the chest with a softball. Because the softball has space in it, right? It's supposed to be soft, but it's not. And so what happens is when it hits, that space allows the ball to then condense as it hits. And that condensing shoots the force through your chest. And so more people have had heart attacks getting hit in the chest with softballs than baseballs. You get hit in the baseball, sometimes like break stuff and definitely these big bruises, but people don't get that concussive power through your chest. This straight punch is chun. Remember that penetration. Right now, I'm just going to extend the arm back. There are techniques that I do with this that have more martial application, but right now I'm extending back. Not because this has application in combat, but because it makes sure that I'm doing this, not just this. This is the bow and arrow thing. As the arm goes back, the hips turn. And everybody's probably heard me say about 10,000 times about the fact that we got investigated by the New Jersey Athletic Commission for 2 years. We were knocking so many people out that they thought we were messing with the wraps. And what they couldn't find anything because we weren't doing anything. We were barely wrapping the hands. So especially when we were doing MMA, I do a very minimal wrap because I want you to be able to use your hand. But doing this kind of drill and teaching you how to get your hip and shoulder behind everything and stressing, being straight, because also people do straight punches, they don't do them straight. They do them like, right? People do jab and they're coming here and cross and they're coming here. They're not coming, one of the things I tell people in the basic class is from your nose in straight, from your nose in straight. This is not straight punches. And this leaves the middle open, and if you don't control the center line, which is another important concept in Chinese martial arts, you get hit. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 as you're hitting me. If I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and all my punches are right in front of my face, my punches are not only offensive, but they're defensive. It's hard to hit me when all my punches are in front of you. That's again, people when they talk karate incorrectly, not correctly, but it's common. They do this. They don't cut through the center line. Cut through the center line. Whatever you're doing, cut through the center line. It's correct martial arts is correct martial arts. Incorrect martial arts is incorrect martial arts. It's not a particular system or tradition. So whereas the Chun, at the beginning we generally stress the body punch. It's easier to see the dynamics and it's easier to see the connection between the hip and the fist if you're doing this, as opposed to face punching, but we obviously utilize those punches. And again, I'm extending my arm out to use that cross pattern format, to use the bow and arrow concept to get the penetration, but this doesn't have a particular application. Next thing I'll show you is a martial application. Okay, so.